Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today is gonna be a weird one. I know that every popular game has knockoffs like Minecraft and Fortnite. Pretty much any super popular game you can think of. They are usually poorly made versions that have the same general concept but barely have any content and are just terrible in general. But Fall Guys knockoffs just take it to the next level. I'm just gonna tell you a few names that I saw. You'll probably get the idea. Fail Human People, Silly Race, Run Royale 3D, Fall Star, and Who's Fall. Well, enough talking. Let's burn our eyes out by seeing some of these. The first one I played was called Fail Human People. As you can probably imagine, this game was awful. I don't know who made this game, but I hated everything about it. When they made the title, they were clearly not even trying. They had a few bots that played with you, which were obviously not real players. In the gameplay, you might see me just stop sometimes. I don't know why, but the controls just seemed to stop working for a few seconds. The controls were really bad, and I really hated that it had to be played in portrait mode. That made the controls even worse. Oh, also, did I mention that sometimes your character just stopped moving after you tried to make a jump? It was pretty unplayable. This game was also loaded with ads. There was constantly a banner on screen, and it showed a full screen one after every level. From the 10 agonizing minutes that I played of this game, they only had races, which were super boring and repetitive. It was like the same 4 obstacles over and over again. At least some of the Minecraft and Fortnite knockoffs seemed like some effort was put into them. But this game, whew, might have been one of the worst games I've ever played. And I've played some terrible games. Dora, Rudolph. PTSD flashbacks aside, I would not wish this game onto my worst enemy. Okay, that might not be true, but if it wasn't clear already, do not play this game. The second game I played was called Silly Race. To be honest, this game was a little better than the last one, but that isn't saying much. I don't get why these games are all played in portrait mode. At least some of the controls were better optimized for it. Silly Race was slightly more bearable to play, but still really garbage. This game was really easy and the levels were super short. You might know what this means. More space for ads! There's a short ad after every one of the short levels. This game also had 17 poorly made skins that you could buy with coins, or by, you guessed it, watching more ads. It had so many advertisements. Add to get more coins. Add to buy a skin that looks like a toddler's drawing that has been put through a shredder, put back together, taken a video of, uploaded to YouTube 1,000 times, then had the color washed out of it and put into this game. That was a very weirdly specific example, but I think it did the job well. Most of the obstacles in this game could just be walked around or were just walls that moved up and down so you could just wait until they go down. The last game had some challenge to it, but this game was way too easy and I would not recommend it. The third game I played made me want to give up. It was called Run Royale 3D, which might be the most generic name I've ever heard in my entire life. It was pretty similar to the other games, tons of ads, boring gameplay, and just not fun in general. I don't know who these games are even for, but if no one is playing them, there wouldn't be so many. If you look up Fall Guys in the App Store or Google Play or whatever, there are so many knockoff games. One thing that seemed a little dishonest to me about Run Royale 3D, I can't get over the name, was that it said finding players, but I am almost positive that you're just racing against bots because I doubt that there are enough people playing to fill up your lobby within like 3 seconds every single match. Again, most of this game was really easy and I don't have much to say about it. It's just a terrible knockoff like the other games. The fourth game I played was called Fall Star. This one was surprisingly the one that probably had the most effort put into it. This one was finally played in landscape mode, it had a jump button, and the controls actually worked. This game, however, was also probably the most blatant knockoff. I did, however, like that this game had Fall Guys' ragdoll physics. This game was almost exactly like Fall Guys. It had the same game modes such as the fruit match one. It also had the same qualification system, which was actually the first game to have it. Also, I thought it was worth pointing out, why are they just the characters in Fall Guys with paper bags over their heads? That was really strange. The hitboxes were also pretty broken, and no matter how the wrecking balls or hammers hit you, you just go flying, which was kind of funny. One thing that really surprised me about this game was that there were not actually any ads that I saw, but another complaint I have about this game was that there were way too many bots that you played with. There are tons of bots blocking your way and it was really annoying. I don't have much more to say about this game, but if you do want a Fall Guys mobile game, I'd recommend Fall Stars. The fifth and last game I forced myself to play was called Who's Fall. This game was strange to say the least. The only reason I decided to play this game was because of this picture. Now this game has pretty much nothing to do with Fall Guys, so I don't even know why it came up, but boy was I in for a treat. In this game, you either crawl around on the floor trying to pick up dangerous tools, or you play as the really shiny guy who tries to pick up the tools. I don't know why, but this game just made me feel really uncomfortable. I think this game was even worse than Fail Human People. You don't even get any reward for winning, and it also had a ton of ads in it. And it had some strange music that would constantly play in the background. I think this was the worst game I played in my entire life. It was just so terrible. I don't know who made this game, but I think it is a suitable punishment for them to just try playing their own game. Also, the really shiny guy that chased you sometimes just broke and walked back and forth. This is a game that no one should ever play. So don't get it unless you want to be scarred for life at how garbage it is. I cannot bring myself to play any more of these horrible Fall Guys knockoff games, but I hope you enjoyed watching me play them. I know that I usually don't make these kinds of videos, but if you did enjoy it and want to see more, drop a like and consider subscribing. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.